Alright, hello guys. So today I'm going to talk about Arcane Season 2, just giving my thoughts on it, and oh man, I hate to say this, but I was very disappointed in this season. It was just too slow, the story was just all over the place. We barely got to see certain characters like Echo and a few others. It's just, and I guess they really focused a lot on Jinx, but the story that they was trying to tell wasn't really that interesting for the most part. Some parts, yes, but other parts not really. I was just bored watching it by the end. It was really disappointing. I mean, the only thing that probably was still good was the fights, obviously the animation, how they represent the world. Of course, that's still done well, but sometimes I feel like even the animation's kind of stepping down, even to the point where flipping there's a scene where they're dancing and it's like 1 FPS, but I don't know if that was like a style choice, but it didn't work for me. I've seen better from the Miles Morales movies when it comes to like dancing movement, but yeah, this was just very disappointing for a second season, because the first season was just so good. It was perfect. Even rewatching it before I started watching season 2, because man, when I watched season 1 like 3 years ago when it first came out, I watched it all at once. Man, it was so good. One of the few shows where I actually just binged the whole show like on that night. I think it was like on the 3 years ago in December, yeah, when it came out. I just binged it all with my brother. We just enjoyed it so much, the fights and everything, animation, the story where it was actually at its best. Basically made a better Last of Us 2, which I kind of made a video on before, back like 3 years ago. Yeah, how it basically gave us the Last of Us 2 we actually should have got. You know, with what they did with Jinx Powder. Yeah, how she ended up killing characters that we liked, and you know, maybe there might have been some people that hate her, but she just, you know, constantly just kept making mistakes because she always like jinxes it. That's what one of her friends said before, you know, they get killed by her. Yeah, just how she's kind of viewed as like a enemy since the villain of the show ends up adopting her, so you kind of get a unique perspective. Vi, her sister, kind of gets separated from her and put in jail, and then, you know, it's trying to find her, and then finds out she's with the bad guys, and they have like an encounter near the end. One of her friends, Echo, fights her, and seems like she gets defeated by Echo, and yeah, and then near the end she ends up destroying an area where one of our characters was in, and a lot of characters, and I was thinking how they're gonna continue that story, which we had to wait 3 years. So, and then I found out the show was cancelled after season 2, so I was like, oh man, how's season 2 gonna turn out? But since I loved season 1 so much, I was thinking season 2 was gonna be awesome. But then when I watched it, I was let down. It started off okay. Yeah, I feel like they kind of killed some of the one characters, to be honest, at the beginning. There was one character who I was never really a big fan of, which I'll probably talk about in my spoiler review of Arcane. Though, I don't know, it's just, I don't even know if it's worth even making a spoiler review, to be honest. I didn't really like how things ended. I didn't like the story direction, because it felt like a more grounded world to what League of Legends actually is, because there's like all these other places in League of Legends where they could have some of this over-the-top stuff that's happening, like this time stuff, and they just go a bit too far near the end, because it's basically whoosh because the show got cancelled. I feel like if they had a chance to build up the story instead of having to whoosh, actually at least making maybe 18 episodes, or actually do it in proper parts instead of just 3 episodes is part 1, 3 episodes is part 2, 3 episodes is part 3. It's not going to work, because you still don't even have enough time unless you're going to make the episodes like 1 hour and 20 minutes long. That's the only way they could do this in a satisfying way, but it just felt so rushed. Yeah, they just failed for me. A lot of characters like Echo and stuff go missing for the most part, because they get stuck in time or whatever they was doing. I mean, we know that Echo was stuck in another reality where a lot of the characters that died in season 1 are alive, but Vi's dead instead. Yeah. And then there's the other guy who's trying to stop Victor, because he becomes like a god, basically takes over him, or whatever I should call it. And then he ends up messing up the world, and then he's taking over everyone, but then Echo stops it and all that. Yeah, I just feel like this season could have been a bit better. I mean, you got the stuff with Jinx kind of redeeming herself after all the bad things she did. Yeah, I mean, she has these huge followers, but she wants to actually maybe, you know, be on the white side. Since Caitlyn's people just wants to, you know, take out Jinx because, you know, Caitlyn lost her mother to Jinx in that place when she shot the, you know, rocket launcher at that place. So yeah, and it caused a lot of problems since then. Both sides fighting each other for the whole season. I just feel like I feel like it could have been done in a more interesting way instead of just a lot of people just standing and talking. Just the talking scenes are just not as interesting in this show, especially when they're trying to give less interesting characters more screen time. Like, it's just this season, man, could have been so much better. But maybe because it got cancelled is why it ended up like this. But if it didn't get cancelled, I don't even know. Would they have made a true successor to season 1, or would it basically still be the same? But at least it would have a chance to maybe make another season if it didn't get cancelled. Yeah. I'm not even sure if it's the creator's choice to cancel it, like just be done, or Netflix. I didn't really look into that. It's like the time I just heard that both Arcane and The Boys is ending, but at least The Boys have still got another season coming to end their story properly. Wow, this show's basically done, and it's just pretty underwhelming. You get some kind of ending with you know, Jinx sacrificing herself to save Vi, and Vi ended up with Caitlyn, even though she was like cheating on flipping Vi, but she didn't care, and you just have an ultra gay scene with them two. It's just my brother at that point, because he was watching it together, because we watched the first season together, and he just gave up on the show. I just wanted to finish it. Yeah, give my thoughts. If there's some people that still enjoyed it, good for them, because there was actually some good ideas in this, but the way how they executed it was just very poor, and it just sucks I can't really do a do-over, because this is it. This is the ending we get. We don't know if Jinx is alive. Echo, I guess he's alive. I mean, I saw his character alive, because some people were saying that he died, but like, he sacrificed himself to save the universe, and yeah. I was not really fully happy with the ending, but what can you do? I got to watch a better show anyway, Secret Level, which basically uses like other games for like a single episode, and some of the awesome ones like Unreal Tournament and Warhammer. Yeah, they were pretty cool episodes. Even had like a horror Pac-Man episode. Like, my god. I definitely recommend that show. Yeah. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you thought about Arcane, whether it's negative or positive or in the middle. Would I say I'm in the middle? Because, you know, it is disappointing, but I've seen worse stuff. Definitely worse stuff. It's not awful, it's just disappointing, really. Because they had good ideas, but they just didn't fully execute them that well. But that's all I got to say. Wish you can leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.